When introducing a character, you need to convince an audience this is a character worth getting invested in. Because of this, the creator of the series Lucifer had a daunting task. They had to say, I'd like to introduce you to the devil. So how do you picture the devil? If you are like most people, you probably went to the classic images. The horned beast, maybe red-skinned, menacing eyes, or even the classic symbol of the goat. Most people usually have an idea of how the devil should look, but what about his character? Most have a fixed idea of the devil's actions, basically his character traits. What they needed to do is quickly introduce you to the character known as the devil. Okay, the underlying idea of the series is straightforward. The devil has decided to take a break from punishing those dragged to hell by their sins and buys a nightclub in Los Angeles. Good introductions give us just enough to establish who the character is and why we should buy into their reality. For Lucifer, we only need 3 to get us on our way. When the audience first meets Lucifer, it is shown that he has the ability to get a person to reveal what they truly desire.
Must be something about his face.
Depending on the reason, he is often willing to fulfill that desire. So the first trait we recognize is one of the worst traits someone can have. He's an enabler. And yes, you do want that second scoop of ice cream. Okay, this is important because it leads us to the next reveal. Just because someone enables you doesn't mean they are responsible for your actions. Arriving at the nightclub, the audience is introduced to a character that is a famous singer. While having a drink with Lucifer, she asks if she sold her soul to the devil.
Did I sell my soul to the devil?
So the devil made you do it, did he? The alcohol and the drugs, the topless selfies. The choices are on you, my dear.
It is then that he says that all he did was introduce her to the right people. It was up to her what she did after that. This is followed by a moment of compassion where he tells her to pull herself together. The audience needs to see he cares because shortly after, as they exit the club, she is shot and killed. And while being interviewed by the police about the murder, the audience discovers trait number 2. He doesn't lie.
Lucifer Morningstar. Is that a stage name?
God-given, I'm afraid.
Why don't you tell me something? How does she end up dying in a hailstorm of bullets and you get away without a scratch?
The benefits of immortality.
The audience needs to see the truth of this character to know that this is not the portrayal of a deceitful devil. It is also during this discourse we learn the main trait of this version of the devil. He doesn't cause the things that send someone to hell. He is the one that serves out the punishment for the deeds that led them there.
If you ever do decide to do something worthy of damnation, I'd love to see you again.
Now, feeling that the police are not doing enough to find the killer, he begins his own quest. And using his ability to reveal desires, he seeks out the truth to enable the police to find the criminal and punish them for the crime.
This is an extremely high-profile case. We are doing this by the book. I cannot have you terrorizing him.
I solemnly promise that the man's feet will remain firmly on the ground.
And thus a series about the devil assisting the Los Angeles police to solve crimes is often flying. So a good character introduction has given the audience a sympathy for the devil that sets the foundation that carried this series through 6 seasons. Now, can we talk about that ice cream?